Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Ken, also known as MrKenDenis. So, in today's video, I'm going to be doing a combined video. I'm going to be doing a Japan makeup skincare haul and also a trying out video. So if you guys are interested in only seeing the trying out portion, I'll leave a link here. If you guys are only interested in the haul, I'll leave a link here, or timestamp I should say. But yeah, so I recently went to Japan. I spent 3 weeks there with my partner, now fiance. There's a whole story to that. If you guys are interested, I'll leave a link down in the description box down below. It's going to be a playlist of everything we did in Japan. But yeah, I'm going to start off first with the haul. And you guys can probably tell already there's going to be a giveaway here. Yes, there's going to be a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a couple of products that I purchased in Japan. It's not a lot, but I'm sure you guys will appreciate it as well. I'm going to start the haul with this powder. This one is a suppin powder. This one I believe is by a brand called Club. I have no idea. This is all in Japanese, and yeah, I'm lost with this. I don't even know how much this was. But yeah, I went to Don Quijote in Ikebukuro. So Don Quijote is like a really big variety shop, and they've got like lots of different things, makeup and everything else. I saw someone's video recommending to try this out. It's apparently a really good powder for humidity and sweat and whatnot. I have no idea. I did look at one of the testers and it was white. Don't know how that's going to work with my skin tone. I don't know if it's going to just be perfect for like baking under the eyes, or can I use it all over the face. I have no idea, so I'm going to be testing that out today. But yeah, I've got the green one. I think they've got different colours as well. So that's what the packaging looks like. It's just like a tin, and then it's got a puff in there. It's pretty cute, and there's a little plastic there, but it's literally a white powder, and it's nice and refreshing smell. But let me just see, it's literally a white powder, and if I swatch it on my hand, there's a tiny bit of residual there, like it's, I don't even know, I don't know if you guys can see there, but there's like a little bit of a white cast there. So I don't know, I might be able to use it all over the face. It's got a slight pink undertone as well, so I don't know, we'll see. Then I decided to pick up this eyeshadow palette. This one is by Angel Heart, and from what I can tell, this is one of the more affordable brands, because when I looked at the prices and compared them to the other brands, this was relatively cheap, and you know, you've got more colour selection here. I'm not sure if it was just because they had a discount that day or anything. Everything was literally in Japanese, so I had no idea. All I could read was like the yen bit, so yeah. So that's what it looks like. As you guys can see, like pinky tones, brown tones. I'm not going to open this one up because I only purchased one of these, and this is what I'm going to be giving away as well. Again, I'm going to talk about the giveaway in a bit, so be patient, darlings. Alright, next we're going to move on to eyelashes. Now, when I went to the Don Quijote, the one in Ikebukuro, the only Don Quijote I really went to for makeup shopping, I noticed that their eyelashes, or false eyelashes, were very natural, and if they did have somewhat dramatic ones, they were kind of like spiky, and I just don't like those designs, so I struggled to find false lashes to purchase. But I did find some decent ones. These ones from I think these are from Disney actually. These ones are the Romantic Mini Lashes #1 Cute Eye. If you guys are familiar with Glam by Manic Hair Adriana lashes, they honestly remind me of that design, but only a single stack. So if I wanted to get sort of like that Adriana look, I would have to use 2 of these, like 2 pairs, just to get that effect. But I think they're really, really pretty. So I purchased 2 sets. One's going to be for me, which I'm going to be testing out as well, and one is going to be for the giveaway. And then I thought I would also try out a mascara. Now this is a brand that I've never heard of, and I'm pretty sure it's Japanese, even though it says it's manufactured by Kiss Products, New York, and it's got a Belgium address at the end. I have no idea. And then I also looked at Suzanne, I think that's how you pronounce this brand. So yeah, I decided to grab this one. It says it's a nose and eyebrow powder, so I'm assuming you can use this to contour and also fill in your brows. So I decided to choose sort of like this ashy brown shade just because of my hair color, my brows, and I don't particularly want to contour with this, but I'm going to give it a try and see how that works, like just at least on the nose, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then I also picked up a blush. This one is from Canmake. Now, I have tried Canmake out before back in Hong Kong. I think I tried one of their shading powders, and honestly that was so orange. Then I saw it when I was in Japan. I was like, wow, this is straight up orange, girl. Like, this is transition color, not contour powder. Anyway. So I decided to pick out one of their blushes. So this one is the UV Shield Powder Cheeks. Oh, so I've got some UV protection. I'm not entirely sure what shade this is. All I can read at the back is PW23 and there's like a number 803A. So, sorry, I thought one of my lights was flickering. I was like worried, like, oh no, don't die yet. Anyway, so that's the colour of the blush. So I thought I'll use that today as well. I purchased the ever so infamous, ever so popular Motte liquid eyeliner. So this one is the Motte liner. This one is in black, and it says on the back, eyeliner can involve no more. That's a bold statement. So this is one I'm saving for the giveaway. I've already opened mine. I've used a couple of the products already because I was so excited when I got back home to Australia that I wanted to try them out. So this is what the actual liner looks like. And that's what the actual tip looks like. Look, I am going to be completely honest. I am not super impressed with this liquid eyeliner. Please do not hate me. Let's see what else did I get. I also got some eyelid glue. This one is from iTalk. This is like one of the most popular brands. I didn't even know it was iTalk. I just went to the shop and then just saw, oh, eyelid glue, I'm just gonna take that. Then did some research when I got home and then I found out it's like one of the most popular ones. So this one is called the iTalk Clear. And I have used this already in a couple of looks. I've already lost the little accessory. It's like a little fork that you use to help with your eyelids. I thought I would try this out first because I wasn't really sure how to use it. I've seen tutorials and whatnot. But yeah, I already tried this out and so far, don't really know what to think about it. I like what it does because it gives me a little bit more lid space, but at the same time, you guys will see when I do the demonstration. Okay, before we move on to skincare, before I forget, I also purchased this Visee eyeshadow quad. So that's what it looks like. I'm pretty sure this is Visee, but it also has Cose on the front. Anyway, it says Visee Gemmy Rich Eyes. You know, just essentials that you'd need to really create a nice smoky eye, so I'm going to be doing that today. Skincare. So, I decided to pick up a couple of masks because they were really inexpensive. I think they were probably like 100 yen, so that's like what, $1 to Australian dollars, if that. Anyway, I decided to pick up a couple of these masks and some of them I am going to be giving away as well. So I've got two of these Huda masks and these ones are the brightening face masks. So I'm pretty sure there's only just one mask in there and it feels like there's a lot of solution already, or it's like really saturated. I can already see that it's got really nice ingredients in there. And then I also picked up two of the gold ones, and the gold ones are the Pure Face Mask, Pure Skin ones. So that's what they look like. What does the Pure Skin do? Okay, it doesn't really tell me what it does, but all it says is it's got argan oil in there, so I'm assuming something quite rich and moisturizing. And then I also picked up these ones. These ones are the Elasticity Face Mask. So this one's got EGF, which is something really good to help heal the skins. These ones are the Moisturizing Face Mask. Ugh. Hello. So I'm going to keep one of each for myself and one of each for one lucky winner to try out as well. That's the haul, and now we're going to move on to the first impressions. Alright, as you guys can see, I have got my base on. I've got primer, foundation, color corrector, concealer and everything. So I am going to try and set my under eye using the suppin powder. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to use the puff it came with. Yes, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna squish it like that. Grab a decent amount of powder and I'm just going to pop it underneath the eyes. I really like the smell of this powder. Apparently it's like a skincare as well, so you don't actually have to wash it off. Like, once you pop it on at night, you don't have to wash it off or anything. So I'm intrigued. I want to know more about this powder. I'm gonna try and do some research. Yes, as you guys can see, there's a bit of a white cast, but we'll see. Maybe it will melt down with like a setting spray. Like I said, I don't really know much about this. I've only really looked it up on YouTube. Hopefully someone's done like an English review so I can read more about it, because I know it's like supposed to be a healthy powder as well. But we'll see, we'll see. Love it, love it. Okay, so I'm going to also do the eyes now. So I'm just going to use a bit of primer. This one is from Urban Decay. Now with the eyelid glue from iTalk, I'm going to use it last because I have, like I said, I've used it already, and just because I'm blending and everything, I find that the glue starts to lose its effectiveness because I'm moving it around too much. So I'm going to do it last. So I'm just going to use the suppin powder to set that. See if that's going to be a good base as well. I know mixing like Western makeup styles with like Japanese products, I just want to know if it's going to work for me. Yeah, I just look very powdery at the moment. So this is the first time I've actually seen it outside of its like box packaging, but look at that design. I really like that. That's really cute. Just taking a MAC Special Edition 224 brush, and I'm just going to grab, it's gonna be difficult. I don't know what I want. I'm going to go for that burgundy sort of like colour. What shimmers? Just not a big fan of shimmers. I shouldn't say that. I am a fan of shimmer eyeshadow, but I just feel like with an eyeshadow quad, if you're going to use it for like building up the crease, there should be some sort of matte, just for definition, because not everyone's going to really like shimmer. But anyway, this is what is in Japan, and this is, I'm assuming, what they're into. So, you know, I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna deal with it. Right, so I'm going to take a narrow blending brush. This is one from an eBay set that I got ages ago. I'm just going to grab that dark brown, and I'm going to etch out my crease a bit. I'm really glad I picked up this eyeshadow quad. I don't think I have eyeshadows this colour. Like, I know, you know, like I said, like I didn't really like shimmers, but this is actually working out okay. It's not too bad. I'm not hating it. I'm just going to take a stained Real Techniques base shadow brush, and I'm just going to grab that pink shade. Looks really pretty. I'm going to use that as my lid colour. Alright, it looks like it's just adding a bit of colour and it's just like a little bit of sparkle, which is fine, but you guys know me, I prefer intense shine. So I'm just grabbing a bit of setting spray. This one is the Gerard Cosmetics Nakia Joy collaboration one. And already it's like super blinding. I'm pretty impressed, guys. I'm pretty impressed with this eyeshadow quad already. I like it. I think Visee was one of the more expensive brands, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I'm really liking these colours, like the combination, it just looks really, really good. Alright, now I'm going to do a winged line, and I'm going to be using the Motte liner, and just gonna give it a good shake, girl. It's not the thinnest brush I've ever seen, but it is quite thin. And so far, it's like really, really pigmented. Like that's one stroke and you guys can see that colour already. You know, it is quite good. It is, I have to admit, it is quite good, but it's just not the best. I just thought it was going to be like super, super good. So yeah, that's the line. I messed it up a little bit there, but that's more of my application. But yeah, it's good. It's really dark. It's definitely one of the darker eyeliners I've seen out there. But I don't know, I just was not impressed by it. I mean, I do appreciate the weight. You can definitely feel that this is a premium product. Alright, that looks pretty good. Like my eyes aren't even, so they're not going to look even, so don't even try. I'm going to try and put a little bit of eyelid glue now. I can't find that fork thing for the life of me, so I'm just going to use bobby pins. So I have been playing around with my eye shape, and so far I reckon probably putting a bit of glue up here is the best for me. If you guys have any tips or good videos that I could learn from, please let me know, because I do want to learn how to use this, because as you guys can see, this eyelid has more like eyelid space, whereas this one, it folds a bit more, so we kind of like fake it with a cut crease to kind of make them look even. But yeah, for certain looks, it would be really great if I could see more of my lid. So yeah, I reckon like maybe putting a little bit just above my natural fold, like here. Like I've read tutorials and watched a couple of tutorials, but I'm still a bit confused. Some people say to let it dry a bit. Some people say to just quickly put the fork in so you can get that crease. So I usually wait a little bit. Use the fork or a bobby pin in this case, push it in and try and make that fold quite neat. Pretty impressed. I have worn this out like to work and whatnot, but I've noticed because my eyelids are super oily, it just breaks down like midday. But I think because it's already been folded for like majority of the day, my eyes maintain that position. So I'm just gonna try and do a little bit on this eye as well. Like this is like my good eye, like I said, but I usually like to match them together. Anyway, we're going to move on to the eyelashes. So you literally get 2 of these in one of these packs. And I think this might be a little bit too long for my eyes, so I'm just going to cut them to size so I don't poke my eyes out. What that lash looks like, as you guys can see, and this is the Adriana ones from Glam by Manicure. As you guys can see, it's got a very, very similar shape. I think the Glam by Manicure ones are longer, and obviously they're double stack ones, so they look a lot more dramatic. So ideally, more dramatic is for me, but today's video will just do this for now. The band on this is quite thin. I've never really used eyelashes with such a thin band before. It's gonna be a bit of a learning curve. These are nice. They are a little bit longer and a little bit more volumized compared to my normal, like my natural lashes, I should say. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a like super fake lash girl type of person, girl. This is okay, it's cute. Alright, so the lashes are on. I'm going to just finish off the under eye. Alright, so the rest of the eye makeup is done. I'm just going to use this powder brush. I'm going to try and buff out the excess powder underneath the eyes. So far so good. I do have to admit, I'm very matte. Anyway, and that's something I'll try and fix with the setting spray later. So I'm going to try and do my brows now. Let's see, where is that? Alright, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to try and contour my nose first, actually. I'm going to try and use that dark shade. Ooh. Wish me luck. Okay, I think that might have been a bit too much. Let's try it on this side. I don't know if I was supposed to use the darker shade or was I supposed to use the lighter shade. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to use a blending brush. I'm going to try and blend that harsh nose contour out if I can. Alright, I think that's as much I can do to tone it down. Okay, that was a bit of a disaster. Alright, let's try and actually do my brows now. I'm going to start off first with that darker shade. I don't think I'd really use that middle shade just because my brows are naturally quite strong, so something like that's not going to really show up. That's not bad. I'm not hating it. It is a little bit, I mean the slightest bit warm compared to what I'm used to, but it still works. Pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's the most pigmented eyebrow thing ever. Definitely too pigmented for my nose, but like for my brows, I want a little bit more pigmentation. Just saying. Right, before I forget, I'm just going to do some mascara. So that is a very small brush. I don't hate it. Obviously I'm wearing false lashes, so I can't really tell you guys what it's going to really look like on my eyelashes, but let's see if it deals well with like false lashes and if it blends really well. I'm also going to use this on the lower lash line just because I feel like it's small enough that I can actually get to my bottom lashes without really smudging too much. Alright, I think that mascara is pretty decent. It's not the blackest black out there, but it's pretty dark already. So I'm just going to do a little bit of bronzing, and then we're going to go back into the cheeks to apply some blush. And I think that's pretty much all my makeup. Alright, so I've just bronzed, contoured a bit, and I feel like that bronzing's toned down that like slightly ashiness. I think the longer I've been wearing this suppin powder, it actually looks okay. It's not too bad. I think like my natural oils are starting to like help make it blend into my skin, so like my little worry about it being too white for my skin isn't founded. I mean, like I think a little bit white still underneath the eyes, but that's because I baked. Anyway, we're going to move on to the blush. Alright, so this one is an angled brush by L'Oreal. This is a clean one, so I'm just going to swirl my brush in there a bit. That's not bad. I'm going to have to admit, It's a bit chalky on my skin. Like when I say chalky, you can see that there's a little bit of a white undertone underlying with this colour. Yeah. But we'll see. I still haven't used the setting spray yet. So anyway, I'm going to set my face. Let's see if this ashiness is going to go away. Rude match. That was a motorbike. Let's just see if this gets rid of that ashiness. You know what? I've just realised I don't have a lipstick. I was pretty certain that I purchased a lipstick. Can't find it. I've just checked my bag because I still haven't unpacked my suitcase. So yeah, sorry, that's a bit disappointing. I was hoping to do one with a lip as well. Anyway, I'm just going to grab something from my collection and then, yeah, I'll talk to you guys about what I think about the rest of the products. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it. Looking at the mirror and on the viewfinder, I can definitely say my inner corners, like this bit, is way too light. I think the suppin powder, I think I applied a little bit too much and it hasn't really broken down and it's just really, really bright. And I feel like this is like early 2000s, like really bright under eye, but I think it's still okay. I think I'm still rocking it. Probably not. But let's start off first with the eyeshadow quad. I honestly am not hating it. I actually really like it. This one is PK6, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned what number this one. But anyway, it's like the rosy toned one. The reason I picked this one up was because it reminded me of the shades from Huda Beauty's, like one of the small palettes. So I picked that one up because of that, and I am not hating this look. I do have to say I wish there was a match in this quad, but I know in Japan it's all about like, in Asia in general, it's like all about like nice glossy, shimmery, bright like makeup. So I get that. I get why it's only like this. And I wish instead of having like this gigantic white shimmer, like not white but like creamy shimmer, I wish it would be more of this dark color. Again, this is obviously a Japanese brand, so they're going to, you know, cater their makeup to their clientele. But yeah, from a Westerner's standpoint, I suppose, yeah, I wish they would change it a little bit more, but yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. That nose contour was a little bit too much. I might have used the wrong shade. I probably should have just used that one and maybe used a bigger, fluffier brush instead of a small, narrow one, because smaller, narrow ones tend to pack more colour in. But, you know, still managed to make it work. In terms of the brow, it's okay. Like I said, it's warm. A little bit warm for my liking, but again, this was created for like people with naturally dark hair or like just, you know, dark features. Alright, the Motte eyeliner. Now, like I said in the beginning, I have used this a couple of times already, and I would say it's a really good eyeliner, but would I say it's worth the price? I don't think so. I feel like there are other liquid eyeliners out there that are as good. Like the felt tip is definitely, you can definitely feel like this whole thing is like really premium, but I don't know. I'm not very particular with my eyeliners. As long as it glides well and it's pretty dark, I'm more than happy. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a little bit too pricey for what it is. Yeah. Alright, so the eyelashes, they're actually pretty good. They're pretty decent. I feel like if I were having a really lazy day and I would like to have like definition around the eyes, like eyelashes, and if I didn't really want to wear mascara, I would just use this, and you know, it gives me a very natural look. Yeah, I'm not hating it. Let's talk about the eyelid glue. Eyelid glue's alright. I think it's more of a user's problem, I think, at the moment for me. I feel like sometimes the glue works really well and sometimes it doesn't. Like I feel like the glue's already worn off here and it's starting to go back to its normal position, which is fine, but you know, I think I need to learn how to use this a little bit better, especially when I want to do like more dramatic makeup and I want my lids to be more exposed. I was looking at tape when I was in Japan, but I really wanted to get like those big mesh ones, but I couldn't find any. I could only really find small ones, and I've used those before and they're really obvious. Let's talk about the suppin powder. I think if you apply a light layer, not like what I did with my under eyes when I baked, it's not bad. And I have to say, my skin is fairly matte. I'm actually liking this powder. not gonna lie. I don't know if there's any flashback. I should try that out in another video, but yeah, I'm not hating it. Actually, this whole makeup, I'm actually not hating it. I thought I would be like, ugh, no. It's actually good. I like it. In terms of the blush, like I said, it was a little bit chalky. Now that I've put the setting spray on and whatnot, it's definitely toned it down. So that's what I always say, like when you have like makeup that's a bit chalky, wait until you put setting spray on it, then you make your judgment, because I feel that once it's wet and it's just melded in with the rest of your skin, it's not that bad. So yeah, this blush is alright. I would say it's quite sheer. Definitely buildable, but quite sheer. Mascara. I think this is the last product that I used. I think so. Mascara, I don't really know. It's okay. I mean, the brush was pretty easy to use. Gets in there, and like lower lash line as well works really well. I'm just not keen on removing this because the tube's freaked me out a bit, to be completely honest. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys are interested in joining the giveaway, it's going to be an international giveaway. I'll leave all the details on how long it's going to be running and how you're going to be able to enter, all down in the description box down below, but basically it's going to be on my Instagram account, so definitely head over to my Instagram account and like, follow, and you know, all that jazz, so you guys get entered into the competition. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any other suggestions of, let's say, Japanese or Korean makeup or Chinese makeup you guys would like me to try out that I can purchase online, definitely let me know. I would love to try them out, because like I said, I'm actually quite surprised that I liked the makeup this much. I have to admit, I was a bit skeptical. I was going to be like, oh, don't like it, to this, to that. But girl, I'm sold. I'm sold. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Something just stuck to me. Oh, that's false lashes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.